Hi there, I wanted to share this moment with, well, okay, but I wanted to share this tree with you. And it looks like a vita, what do you call it again in English? This. And I wanted to share with, and you know, I wanted to share with you that, I mean, I don't know, some people might think it's very silly, but that we can actually kind of communicate with trees, and it doesn't mean, because when we think communication we think language and we think crazy when it comes to trees. But once upon a time, this was way before I got to do this, but I was like 9 and I was leaning against the tree and I felt as though I was falling into the tree, and I felt some sense of like gushing, maybe up or downwards of the stem, like I think upward, well I don't remember, but almost like water. And it's really unexpected, so I was quite like shocked, well in a good way, but surprised. But then when I shared it with my mom, she did say that yeah, that could have been possible. Maybe you did feel something, and I mean you gotta start somewhere, so like you know, it's not like it's, I mean we are all so stuck in our own minds, we don't even pay attention, let alone like letting things happen. And there was another time when I was not too much, oh by the way, I've shared this at some video, but like this moment is just like great. And also these trees, they're really pani chai, they're really like watery, well they're really like they let their leaves hang into the water and then they feed up there as well as through the trunk. And they just really, because we had that theme of, you know, and water planet, and we are literally, we call it the blue planet, and even though water isn't necessarily blue, but it's like, and when the wind went through the leaves, it was almost like it was answering me. I'm not saying that's what it was, because obviously that's the wind. This lady already looking at me like I'm crazy. But and it reminds me of Pocahontas, and she actually has the same, oh, willow tree, yes, thank you, exactly. Which is in the film is they, or he, or well she in the film is like a wise being. And I was learning about Native Americans and how their children were dragged off to some thing called residential school or something. It was horrible, and they had a stronger like connectedness with nature. And when I say I want to share, a part of me is kind of apprehensive because a lot of people, but I know it's possible, and I haven't managed to do this, so I'm just sharing. But I have the sense like I want to try again, you know. And maybe it's weird because before I allow it to work, I think I just stop and just come back into my head, and it was exactly the same. Maybe part of me is like scared, like what of it? Not really scared, but it's like so too good to be true, and it's such a, I don't want to say crazy, but like so different from all we know, that like what if it does work, and then I don't know what to do with it. And it's like back then it wasn't it was like, well it was conscious, but it was like just simply conscious. So when I said communication, it wasn't really the way we do with our heads, so it's different. And it's like I think the moment I noticed, you know, what is happening, try to capture it with my mind, it was gone, or it stopped, or I stopped being conscious of it. But I was, wait, was I 9? What am I saying? No, I was way older at the time. The other one was earlier, and this one was older. But I was 17 at the time. What am I talking about? And the other one was like 11ish, 12 actually, or maybe 9. But I was unhappy with the other one. That was I think, well, we call them trumpet tree in German, because the shape of their leaves and I think blossoms, but I don't remember the name. But I felt because I felt really sad, and then like, and the trunk, well, I know, kind of wasn't straight, so it was like I could lean against it, and it was like lean on me, you know. And then I just felt a sense of, I don't know if it's protection, because how can a tree protect you? But like I felt I felt better after. I don't think nobody else to turn to, but yeah, but you know, I felt something. If we simply allow things to happen and be conscious of them, just to gain some awareness, it's already a first step. So I don't know if people will think that's weird, but you can. I'm not claiming that. You know, I have not even ever. Well, I told you about those 2 moments, but even though it's something I would like to learn about. So, see these little aunties? That we can really claim. It's not really. Since I'm still learning about it, I'm not a cook. I'm not somebody who just claims, oh yeah, I can understand this and that. But even take the time to just stand here like that and acknowledge the tree. Like normally there's so many trees around here on streets, but ta-da, even here. But you don't really pay so much attention. You don't really acknowledge. It's like we walk past as if it's so normal to us that we don't even pay attention. It's like this one stood out to me over the fact that, like, I acknowledged it, that it's there. He or she, it. I mean, I don't really say trees don't really have a gender, but I just don't want to say it. It's not like an item either, so like, what do you even say? Well, I can't help those who think this is too out there. What about all the people who get it? And it's so tranquil too. I feel like it made sense with a almost like water, where it's like maybe the energy or something of the trunk, but they are really they do bring the water up and things. So anyway, I think I think that's about it for now. I had some other things to think. Well, I'm also thinking about the things that I didn't get. I thought back to it as different from. So I felt like I couldn't really tell you in this time anymore. Like. Not the same way for sure, and like probably I won't really get sad because now it's like so much. But I was there when it happened. I lived through it, and then I thought back to it. It's a new way. It's not only a new way of phrasing, but slightly different. But like that's fair enough in this time to think back to it. And I don't know if I should or shouldn't say. I don't want to be complaining. Some people, I feel like some of the things that didn't get said, I don't want to get blamed for something later. And it seems like maybe somebody blamed me something that I didn't do for them or didn't do when I had never had any intention of doing, and I always have done my best and the best that I could do. And I never even, and it goes back to some things I did mention in the beginning, but I was gonna make like a whole video about surrounding themes, and I never got to it. Because what can I do other than everything that I could do, which I have done? And like to be blamed for something that you never even claimed or promised or even had any intention, wasn't even on your mind to do it, to then be blamed for not having done it. It's sort of so strange. We say in a different, like, am I in the different movie in German, because it's like two people who's just completely passing each other by. It's like as if they didn't know me was in front of them. But I don't know. I also want to get into it later, then I won't get into it. But I don't really know what to say on that yet. Because, you know, everybody else is like doing the best that they know. But still. Well, maybe I'll say goodbye to you now. And then if I have anything more to say, I shall. Well, I keep thinking that will work out. But also my earlier vlogs, I realized like they were like so, I just kept filming the road. It's like, I was like, trying to be respectful of the people. Actually, in my logic, I didn't think God needed a disclaimer or anything. And sure, he had the means to protect me. And then I thought, well, even if there's like a few percentage of a chance that somebody might mind to be in the video, it happened to be in the video and not on purpose or whatever, I'm like, I didn't need any copyright thing for my channel, even though like I believe that God can protect you. So it's I kind of wanted to let loose, and I guess I didn't, but I did so many other things that I did achieve. But that's kind of stuff I was thinking. And one of the things I said very early on, one of the things was, I mean, that was one person. I think there was actually more than one person. I think there was 2 people. But I remember them like, and I remember thinking, and I wanted, and that's what one of the words I wanted to tell you. I don't like randomly meet somebody online and then convince myself that I'm in a relationship with that person, and that's what that person did, and like was very unexpected to me, and there was like so many involvements. Like wanted to share the learning so I could be learning on both sides, and I know it's like such a long time ago now, but I wonder sometimes if any of the I feel like if any of the things that I didn't get to physically saying, if they play into like how things look today, and but there are so many, I learned so much more, and it's weird. But also, like, one of the other things, but this was later. I don't know if I should be telling you now or not, but if like, I don't know. Then you're like, oh, how did you let that in your life? But at the same time, I didn't see it coming. And then I noticed later, like, we both sides needed the involvement. It's like for everything that it came to, even like other things. And we got to learn. And there are like still so many things. It still means a lot. I said it still means a lot. It felt like I had to move forward. I can't get stuck and not. We have to move on. We have to evolve. Moving forward is evolving. It means living. That's what life does. So beautiful bird song. You know. I hope you can hear me well enough too. Do you see cute little fishies in the window and the painting? No, drawing. There's another willow tree, and I'm throwing these 2 themes into one video because I didn't have another like opportunity. Talk about it. More planties, yay! Because even picking that up feels it's like not even an issue. I don't know, but at the same time, like, because and someone I learned from told us, me and like other people, that what one soul kind of doesn't get to, then somebody else will pick that up, because if something needs to happen in that time. And so I felt like, okay, great, because like you guys are in good hands, you know, even if there's something that I don't, maybe they have the capacity to do. And so I guess I thought things still come through from somewhere then, and now I'm like starting to like, sometimes I think I didn't, or when I get to see where I did it. Because some things I had to learn for myself, like even before I got to do this. Which I'm not saying that's what I wanted, but I'm saying that I had to figure things out for myself and didn't make another person responsible for not doing this for me or not that. I guess I thought, but that was different, and I'm thinking about the relationship stuff now, and I'm thinking. And that person actually, but that's, I don't even know. It's so long ago, I don't even want to like think back to it because I don't even bother. It's not even a thing, an issue anymore, but that was different. That person actually promised me this letter. I never did. So, I don't do that. I know that I don't know like what tomorrow brings. I don't even know what the next moment brings. And if I can, or how I can like, well, deal with it or do it right. I know there's no right and wrong, but make the best of it is what I do. I don't know if I said too much. And then later I think, now I can edit this, like, then I know it will never get out. And then it's like, trying to accept what is there. But one of the things, this was way later, but I wanted to tell you too, that that I had this thought, because maybe people think when you put things online, or out in general, people tend to think, it seems, I don't want to judge what people think, but it seems that us people, people tend to think that this is, you know, the person was happy with it. With all of it, and that's not necessarily always the case. It simply happened how it happened. And things were how they were. But there was some, and I don't even, because I felt so different at that time. For me, I'm happy to be here, even though every time holds its challenges. I'm glad I'm getting to tackle these ones, and even I felt like violated at some point. I wanted to tell you all this. I wanted everybody to get to learn from them, but I guess there's no meaning of like repeating that all the time. Very different from our sort of even religions, but even faith. And well, I would have thought about this. I don't know if I should tell you, but I saw the cross and I saw the Muslim. There's a star, and I think the moon is like laying down. And it felt like, it seemed to me as though, you know, everybody's included. But it's like, with this, I feel like such a sense of there's such a difference between my faith and then a religion that doesn't even acknowledge the existence of God. It's like how much more different if we try to take him out of the equation. I don't know if I can say that or if I should, but I don't know. I felt like these symbols don't belong there because it's very different. How can you put them two together when God is the whole point and meaning of this? But like I feel, and I don't know. I mean, I don't want anybody to feel excluded who is hearing this, who may identify with that symbol. And everybody's included and everybody's welcome. God is for all people, He loves all of us. So, yeah, these are the things. And then later on you're like, I don't know if I want this in there, but then it's already said, especially if this was live, which it's not. But I'm really happy about a lot of things that did so well. It's really the like majority of things, but righto, I think I need to wrap this up here. But I put this in the things that I said. Like I don't know if me really would like. At the time I wanted even all the things where it was the perfect time for them. Now the time today is different than then, and so apple tada. I know it would taste awful. Not that I'm thinking of eating it, but they do. The apple of temptation, you know. No. I did put it in here so that if I don't get another chance of getting back to that. I don't know why my mind hasn't let it go and it's still in my mind. I think it's not on my mind the same as it was before I learned how, like, I thought back to it, but still things. Well, what I just told you was on my mind that I was like, I don't know how it is with did people not, they didn't get to learn those things or something. And nothing, I'm not showing you this for any purpose, I'm just showing you a leaf. Since we were talking about trees, I feel like Adam and Eve, like the apple. It's like, what was I trying to tell you? Like a minute ago, like not even a minute, a moment ago. I did put them in case if I don't get to it, because now there's new things today that need to get set or like need to be evolved through for all of us, even if we don't get to what we thought we wanted to, them still. So then at least it's here, then maybe they can hear like that bit of thought and that can like inspire, and it already means something. So righto, I hope you like this video. And let me know if you agree regarding the trees. At the very least, we all know that they are alive, and even in biology class they tell you that. And they really kind of, I want to say symbolize, but symbols are a little bit different, but not like a symbol like we saw at the thing there, but temple thing. But I feel like they mean life to us, and when we go in the park we feel refreshed. I already said that earlier, but it's still so true. It always was. So okay, well, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. Great, considering my video length is on the shorter side, so that's good. I hope you could hear me well enough, and I hope you liked it. I hope you did get something out of it. Either way, whether all parts of it were for you or not, and I hope you liked it, and I will see you soon. Take care of yourselves, and love you so much. Bye.